Stand by to launch FanStream Sports.
3, 2, 1. Let's start.
Hello, sports fans. Welcome to FanStream Sports. Nothing but pure sports. This is the JP Show.
JP, it is so good to hear you back on the air.
Stand by. Now, here's JP.
All right, welcome in to a Thursday edition of the JP Peterson Show, coming to you live from the Kingmaker Studio in beautiful Midtown Tampa. We are your independent media voice here, and we thank you so much for joining us each and every day. If you'd like to contribute to our independent media, you can do that with our little QR code down there to the left, or you could do a super chat, and we'll put you right up to the top ahead of Sergio Biltris, who's already asking to be mentioned first. There, we mentioned you first, Sergio.
Hey, Sergio, you're first.
What's up? Good morning.
If you ain't first, you're last.
That's right. You're first loser. That's right. We got lots to get to. It's a big college football night here in Tampa Bay, baby. The USF Bulls, I'm proudly wearing my USF shirt today, will be taking on in a top 25 matchup, man. The whole town is going crazy about this, or maybe not.
Good Lord, what is happening
Maybe
in
not.
the Tampa Bay Times?
The Tampa Bay Times does not even have a preview story on their website. They're supposed to be the I guess the paper of record here.
Do they have a sports department?
Well, the great Matt Baker, who used to cover college football incredibly well for them, has now moved on to The Athletic.
Right.
And so, I go to because I actually pay for the site, and I go there and I'm like, oh, let's read up on some USF. No.
Oh my gosh.
A couple stories from earlier in the week, but nothing on game day. Nothing. Like crazy. And it's not just them. It's just there's no buzz in this town really for USF football. I mean, we try to talk about it. We had Golish on. We talk college football all the time. Joey Johnston's going to join us today, and we'll each and every Thursday at 11 o'clock to preview the game. So we'll get all into it, but it's a weird deal, man. I know there's a lot to do here in Tampa Bay, and obviously they're fighting with the Bucs and the Rays and the Lightning. Not so much the Lightning right now, right? They haven't even started camp. They're not playing, but USF fights with FSU, fights for space with Florida, Miami, UCF. I mean, it's kind of underscoring it's a tough go. Yeah. But they've got to do something to break through. They've got to do something to break through. Hell, the Jim Leavitt news got bigger, more play than any story of USF football this year, which is sad, honestly, very, very sad. And, everybody's talking more about that than they are an actual team that's come off of 2 bowl-winning seasons, off an incredibly exciting 41-39 5 overtime win over Hawaii, over in San Jose State in the Hawaii Bowl. Right. I mean, it's a team with great momentum. You have a top 25 team that was just in the freaking playoffs, and Boise State coming to town here tonight, and there's very little buzz. That is unfathomable to me, JP, that you have a major college in your city limits that play in your NFL stadium, and it's the first game of the season against a top 25 opponent, and you don't even have a preview story. Nothing. I mean, not like that's words is all you need. Like that's the big. I know, right? It's not like that's the big. We don't have a paper really of record anymore because they don't print the paper every day. It's not like there's a paper that goes out every day. Oh, is that right? I'm not beating up. No, they print it Wednesdays and Sundays. Oh wow! I'm not beating up on the Times. It's more like the media environment here in Tampa Bay, and the local TV stations. Nobody really watches anymore, for the most part. Wow. So, we're trying to do our best. But man, it's, there's hate to say this, but there's a really big opening for somebody who wants to invest in FanStream Sports Tampa Bay and take over the media landscape here in Tampa, because there really is no go-to website. There is no go-to. I mean, the local radio station barely exists anymore. They've got 2 local shows and 3 hosts. That's it. And nobody listens to that. They're 20th in the ratings. Then the good news, JP, is that our brand new FanStream Sports website will be launched here in the next couple of weeks. Yes. And that will include region-specific pages for Dallas, for Ohio, for Tampa Bay, and not the Tampa Bay
regional site will not just include the JP Peterson Show, the Burnham Brothers College Football Podcast, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Daily Blitz. We are going to have daily written digital content about each team, college and pro, in the entire state of Florida, Tampa Bay area, all of that, so it can be your go-to source when you need to see a preview.
Without a paywall. Without a paywall.
Yes. It's all free.
It's all free.
Thanks to the sponsors.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to beat up anybody here. I'm just like, I'm more lamenting where we are as a city and USF in particular. I mean, it's just not cool. And we're going to have somebody covering US. We'll have Joey Johnston on every Thursday, and as needed, Joey will be happy to come on and promote as much as we'll talk to him about this. He and I had a conversation about this yesterday. And I don't know. Do they need to spend more money? It's hard for them to spend more money in the market when they've tried a lot of these things, and it's just been hard to get any traction. I mean, that stadium should be at least half full tonight. The lower bowl should be packed out. I know it's a weird time, 5:30, but it is a Thursday night. You know, if you are working or going to school, you'll probably be done by then. You know, and if it's top 25 college football, ESPN, it's a big deal. It should be a big deal, especially for this this program that's on the rise.
It's a top 25 team. I mean, come on.
And listen, I've said this 1,000 times. If you're a USF alum, and I believe there's 250,000 USF alums just in this market alone, 250,000 people that were our alums, and you can't get 25, 30,000 into this beautiful Super Bowl stadium. I mean, it's an awesome stadium. Yeah, it's a little hot. I mean, people can make excuses all they want. But if we're going to be something, if USF is going to ever be anything in college football, you got to create a game day atmosphere the kids want to play in. I mean, you want to, why can't we get the recruits that Alabama, Florida State? Why can't you? Because your game day atmosphere is lame. Yeah. I hate to say it, but it's lame, and it's not collegiate. It feels more like a pro game. The last time I want more bands. I want more cheerleaders. I mean, who doesn't? You know, dancing girls, college traditions, those type things are why people love college football, not a DJ. I'm not interested in DJ music at the college football game. I want the band playing. I can get that at every other sporting event. What's unique to college football is the collegiate atmosphere. And hopefully when they move into their new stadium, they do more of that.
You think marching bands play Drake?
Of course they do. They play everything now. Yeah.
I don't know.
They play all that stuff. And it's good. And it's better than a DJ playing it, in my opinion. You know, so I'm going up to Tallahassee this weekend. We have some of the greatest game day traditions in college football. To me, there's no better opening than, we have a freaking horse and like an actual Seminole Indian, at least authentically dressed. We go to great lengths to do this thing and make it look as real as possible.
I was gonna say, have we done a DNA test on the rider? Do we know for a fact?
Well, I know at one point we've had descendants. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, good.
But yeah, and we go to great lengths to honor the unconquered spirit that is the Seminole Indians, and they love it, and they partner with it, and they love that we celebrate that. It is never a bad thing. You know, every 5 or 6 years, you get some white liberal who wants to say, "Oh, it's horrible. Look at that painted face." And then they go to the Seminole Indians and they go, "Look at this. How do you put up with this?" Yeah, we love it. We're actually the ones who put together the whole thing. So yeah, shut your hole. White liberal, go away. You know, but it's a great tradition. You know, the flaming spear, you throw it down, and then your offense gets 2 first downs the whole game. That's last year. Sorry, that's last year. Sorry, I just creeped in there. Sorry. No, but that's what we love about college football. And USF has, forgive me, but I don't know a lot of their great traditions.
Yeah.
And what are they? And why? Let's celebrate them and let's get it going, because they have they have a shit ton of people in this town. And we got to somehow ignite them. And they'll say, well, if we won more games, we would. If we had better opponents, we would. You got a top 25 opponent coming in. And we've had Alabama here. We've had Miami here. We've had Florida here. We've had some good opponents. Now, and I hate to say this, but the rest of the home schedule is not great.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a lot of who's he, what's, and nobody's. But winning will certainly take care of it. That's why tonight is a huge effing game for USF. It is huge. And the Boise State is a good football team. They were 12-2 last year, 7-0 in the Mountain West. As I said, ranked, they got a bye into the playoff, got beat by Penn State pretty handily, 31-14. But their quarterback, Maddox Matson, is coming back. He threw for 300 yards in that game and 3 picks. So that's his last memories, 3 picks. So let's keep that coming. Yeah. Byron Brown is returning. This is a kid that threw for over almost 3,300 yards and 26 touchdowns 2 years ago. Was on everybody's watch list last year before he got hurt. He's coming back. He's a hell of a player. He's got some great skill position guys. They've upgraded the talent across the board. They got a real shot to win this game. And it would sure help if we got 30,000 people there to fill the lower bowl. So if you're listening to my voice and you're not doing anything tonight, get your ass out there. The tickets are cheap. I mean, I don't know what they are in TickPick, but they're probably not more than $30. Get on out there and support. It's college football. It's an event, man. You're gonna sit at home and watch it on TV. Come on, get out there, support the team. Even if you're not USF, you're a college football fan. Like if you're a Florida fan or a Miami fan or FSU fan, they're not playing tonight. Get your ass out there.
I have a question, JP.
Yes, sir.
Now there of course are a number of, although they're fewer and fewer, number of college teams that share NFL stadiums, right? They play in those stadiums. And then you have NFL teams that share stadiums, like the Chargers and Rams and Jets and Giants. So when they play on Saturdays or Thursday night or whenever it is, when they invade Raymond James Stadium, do they green it up? Do they put their colors and banners and logo everywhere? Not necessarily removing all the Bucs stuff, but making it green for, it doesn't look like you're walking into a Bucs game, right?
Well, the major, you walk in, I think they still have the crew sign up front.
Sure. Well, yeah.
The major signage is still there. You can't take it off game to game. But, the ribbon boards obviously change out all the digital. Okay. They do cover up some of the sideline stuff. The field is painted with the USF Bowl.
Okay, good.
So I think they do a really nice job. As best you could.
Right.
They do a really, really nice job. But also, it's a Super Bowl stadium. You have clubs. You have great luxury boxes. You have, it has amenities that most college stadiums don't have, and they could take advantage of all that, but they don't. They're hard to, I'm guessing it's hard to sell the luxury suites. It's probably,
is it a money thing?
I listen again, you're competing with the Rays, you're competing with the Bucs, and you're competing with the Lightning. There's only so much money to go around in this town. If you're in Tuscaloosa or Tallahassee or Gainesville, you're the show.
Yeah.
If you're in Athens, Georgia, it's in Athens. It's not in Atlanta. And you have all that tradition. So you're going to get a ton of people going. Florida State, Florida, they get more and have better game atmospheres than USF, even though they're in a bigger city. These metropolitan teams are they're a bit of a tough go. Miami has dealt with a lot of this themselves. Let's just be honest. Miami gets a lot of pub, but they ain't won shit in forever.
No.
They haven't won anything. They haven't won an ACC title. They've never won an ACC title.
They don't even have a stadium.
Yeah, and they don't even have their own. Yeah, they don't have their own stadium.
Sergio brings up a good question, JP. Who schedules a game with that type of opponent on a Thursday at 5:30, though?
Well, listen, that's ESPN. That's ESPN.
It's for TV, and it's the first game of the season, and it's a big to-do, and they want it because I'm sure they've got a game on late, too, out west somewhere. They're doing it doubleheader, for opening day. So, I get it, but it's a huge opportunity for the local crowd, man. Go to a nationally broadcast ESPN game for the Bulls. It's an opportunity to get out there and be a part of it. And to me, the college atmosphere is so different than the NFL or the Rays or the Lightning. It's a unique opportunity. And, you said they compete for dollars with the pro teams. To me, it's a different product. Like I wouldn't like it's you shouldn't compete. You're the only one there. And you should use that opportunity for marketing.
Yeah. But it is. I mean, there's almost only sports fans are sports fans, right? Like
Absolutely, yeah.
I know a lot
corporate dollars too. I get it.
Right.
Yeah.
Corporate dollars. Like I know a lot of my USF friends who are also Buccaneer ticket holders. I mean, it's tough to do it all. It's tough to do it all. And you got to make choices. And if it's Bucs or USF, it's pretty much going to be Bucs.
Right.
If it's Lightning or USF, it's going to be Lightning. It's just a different deal. So I understand that there are issues built in, but even with that said, what we've done here is not good enough. And we also know that it's doable. Now, when Jim Leavitt had this thing rolling, number 2 in the nation, and when West Virginia rolls in here, that place was there was more people in that stadium than I've ever seen for a Bucs game. They were shoehorned in that place. I think there was about 80,000 there that night. I don't know how many standing room only tickets, but they sold. You just looked at the crowd and people were just packed in. Yeah. It was bananas. And they used to have better opponents that would come in here when they had the Big East. They were bigger names and they were good. They were a top 25 team. They beat Florida State. They beat some of these teams. And let's not forget that back then the Bucs were in a bit of a lull. I don't think the Lightning, I don't remember exactly what years that were. In 2010, 2011, 2012, the Lightning were in a lull. The Bucs were in a lull. The Rays were kind of a little bit better, but they didn't really go head to head. So it was a little bit of a different situation. But, you should be able to win at USF. You should be able to pack a stadium. And now that they're having their own on-campus stadium, 35,000, that seems about right. That seems about the right way to do it.
Yeah.
So eventually we'll get there. Now, Joey Johnston will be on at 11 o'clock. So we'll talk more about the X's and O's of the game. But I don't know. I'd like to hear from you guys. What would make it better? Like what would get you interested in college football here? Now, listen, obviously if they get, a shot to move to the ACC or the Big Ten, that's going to be a big shot in the arm because, when you're bringing in Rice and Temple and USTA, UTSA, whatever the fuck it is, it's tough. But it's Boise State tonight. And I know that's not a typical blue blood program, but they were in the playoff. And they're a top 25 team playoff,
So they're in the AAC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, they're in the American.
It's
now called the American.
We're not allowed to call it the AAC anymore?
No, it's the American. And they have a new mascot too. They have an eagle.
They have a mascot for the whole conference?
Yeah, and he better be there tonight. If I don't see Sam the Eagle, I don't even know what his name is, actually. Soar, I think it is, maybe. But he better be there tonight. I mean, come on. So, I mean, the debut of the American mascot.
Soar is his name.
See, I got it right. Soar.
What is
It might be Soar tonight. Yeah,
What are we doing here?
We rebranded the conference as the American instead of the AAC, which was silly. I like what they did there because
I don't have a problem with that.
No, it's the American. Okay, good. You're the American. And we now have a mascot. We have a conference mascot. He is Soar.
JP, what are we doing here?
So you get there. Why has he got a basketball?
Why does he have a basketball?
Why has he got a basket? They are better at basketball than football, but yeah, that's a badass bird right there.
So they have a guy in a suit that runs around like that?
I'm hoping we see that tonight. If I don't, I'll be disappointed. I think everyone will.
All right.
I think the kids will be disappointed.
Yeah, I don't see a football mascot anywhere or a football photo.
I'm going to ask Joey if Soar will be on the sidelines with him. Maybe he's dressing up like Soar. I don't know. I don't think Soar talks. He just squawks.
Oh, so JP, so here's a media instruction on the conference. You should use American Conference on first reference and just American on subsequent references. So we have to call it the American Conference when we first mention it, and then from there out we can just say American.
Can we shorten it to Merca?
Merca.
Who's winning the Merca?
Huh. All right.
I got USF in the Merca. No?
Are we going to do predictions tonight when Joey comes on? Are we going to do predictions?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll think that'll catch on. Merca. Yeah, it might. Sergio.
Oh, sorry.
I'm trying to put Sergio up. He was first in. Good morning, gents. First comment. Make sure you go in order. Well, comment.
All right, Sergio.
Don't just say I'm first in. Give me some meat. I need content, Sergio.
Already had you on once.
Yeah, right.
I wanted to throw Brandon up there real quick. The college atmosphere is best in sports, even though he's got a Georgia Bulldog logo there. All my classmates and I have said that it would be better to play Oregon and Clemson in Athens rather than Atlanta.
Well, he said Georgia. Yeah, he's talking about the college atmosphere in Georgia, not USF.
No, I know, but just in general, though. I mean, it's the best.
Yeah, it's way better than
it can be. It can be the best at USF if they try.
Yeah, yeah. I remember the last couple games I went to. When you're in the press box, you don't get a sense of it. But the last one I went to as a fan, I was kind of like, this feels more like a pro game than a college game. Like the band, like the USF band didn't play a lot. Like at FSU, it plays nonstop, and that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like make it a college atmosphere. I don't want. Yeah, I can go. Every other sporting event has the disco rock music playing in the downtimes. I don't need that. Greg Wolf's probably getting mad at me now because I know he's the host and he does a fantastic job at USF, but I don't know if he's the one who makes up the whether they do the songs or not. And he might be getting mad at me. But this is my personal opinion. If you're mad at me, Craig, I'm sorry. Bucs Basement says, first of all, let's get his first one. Too early for season predictions, but I will say if we get swept by the Falcons again, it's just inexcusable. Why is it too early? The rosters are set now. Yeah. The games are 10 days away, or a week away, actually, for the opener. It's too early? Sorry, but we're going to do Scott Reynolds and I are going to predict the whole schedule now that we have the rosters for all the teams and we know who's playing quarterback and all that shenanigans.
Again, am I not involved in this? Because it's been now twice you've referenced it, and it's you and Scott.
You always beg out when he comes on. You go
no with Scott. I don't. I'm always on with Scott. I don't know. It's the people I don't know that I bounce out because I don't want to embarrass you.
You go get Jaegered up. So I didn't think that you would. You'd want to be participating. Would you take the time to go get drunk?
Apparently, I'm getting drunk.
I didn't want to
infringe the Bucs.
I didn't want to infringe upon your happy hour.
I got my Jaeger and coffee right here.
Excuse me. You're welcome to join. Absolutely.
I got hot sports opinions on the Bucs.
By the way, who the hell is giving the Cowboys 3 first-round picks and a player for Micah Parsons? Like I heard up on Get Up this morning. Oh, they could get through. Who the hell's giving up 3 first-round picks and a good player for Micah Parsons? Who?
Dumbest scenario I've ever heard.
Everybody on ESPN concurs that is without question what the offer will be. If that's the offer, what the hell are they doing?
And then, why hasn't Jerry already pulled the trigger on that? Like, that's a no-brainer. You do that.
Yeah.
Because it's not real. That's why. And now what happens is if they do trade him for a first, maybe 2 firsts and a 5th, now Jerry's going to look like an idiot. Well, he didn't get everything he could have for Micah. What a moron. We're back to the Luka thing all over again.
Yeah.
They were talking about that. I think it was on Get Up. I don't remember what I had on, but they were like, can you imagine? You had Micah and Luka in the same city, and they could both be traded within a 6-month span. What are they doing in Dallas? Okay, you idiot. You don't know anything about what's going on in Dallas. Keep Dallas out of your mouth. Whoever it was. I don't know who it was.
Douglas Batista says, got Ray's STH renewal email yesterday at 4:12, 30 minutes after Fairbanks blown save.
Timing.
Email with video that started with a shot of the smelly drop. DeLuca, who's injured, and Fairbanks. Inept marketing. Start with Cameronero. Look like, okay. God, thank you so much, Douglas Batista.
Wow. Good call, Douglas.
This is so good. This is so good. Because it just illustrates who the Rays are. They don't give a flying Zuli.
No.
They don't care. Put out a marketing video and send an email out at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Like, who's running your marketing department? Because whoever it is does not give a rat's ass about his job or her job. Look at this. Look at this. You're a professional baseball team with a marketing department. I don't know. Maybe he's just interns at this point. He probably fired everybody. I'm sorry. You know what? I take it all back because there's no professional in the world that would do this. So it's probably all interns. That's so sorry, Douglas. That's my guess. Whoever the marketing person is, you should be fired.
Yeah.
Now we obviously know that it's Spalding in the basement, who's the same guy that's doing the lineups, evidently, is doing the marketing for the Rays. Look how stupid this is. Look how absolutely stupid this is. You made a video and you started it with a shot of the trop. What, a shot of the smelly trop? I mean, was it smell-o-vision?
Is it the current trop or the pre-hurricane trop?
Like what? Yeah, was it a shot of the topless trop? I have to know, Douglas. Like, but even a shot of the trop. And if it was a shot of the trop, I hope it was a shot of the trop inside for the playoff game. You know, like when it was rocking. But and then we come out of the gates with DeLuca, not a Caminero home run in the video. Yeah, put whatever on the video. Give me some players playing, and let's put it out at fourth. Like, you're not even paying the time when you shoot you don't care. Like, what are you doing? God, if that's not quintessential Rays right there, I don't know what is. God, awful. You're just awful. Fairbanks blows again, and I love Fairbanks. I love that guy. He's the best. It hurts me when, he screws up, and now that's 5 blown saves, 5 out of 27. It's just his numbers, like his whip and every strikeout numbers are really good, but it always seems like it's not good.
Yeah.
It always seems like we're teetering on the edge of losing, even when he saves the game. Bucs Basement said 95.3, asked Bowles, that's a local radio station, by the way, in case you didn't know, asked Bowles to rate his job as a head coach, which I think is a really classless question.
Yeah, how generic can you be with your questions?
But that's classless. That's not for the coach.
You're doing a good job, coach?
That's not for that's not for the coach to do.
No.
Especially when Todd Bowles. He's not somebody that talks about himself at all.
Who are these hosts? I need to know who these hosts were.
That's a horrible question. I gave him a C- 27-24 as a head coach in a putrid Division 1 and 3 in the playoffs. He needs to show me he can actually win in the playoffs. I doubt he can. Bucs Basement is not a Bulls fan. No, but listen, those numbers are the numbers. Those numbers are the numbers. Rick says, well, Stu may have an interest in investing in your show after September. He doesn't know how to quit you, JP. It's interesting. If he called me up, said, hey, I want to invest in your company, I'm sorry, Tim, I would have to pass.
Would you?
Yes.
He says, I want to throw $1 million at you, JP. All you have to do is say something nice about me every day.
I can't be bought.
I can. Tell him to throw it my way. Stu's automatically the best owner that ever owned a team in any sport.
Shouldn't have mentioned it to you. I know it's a bad move. All right, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk with Scott Reynolds, and he and I are going to go over the schedule. We all pick it when it first comes out.
And I'm going to go take a nap. I'm just going to go take a nap.
Nobody knows who's on the team. I'm purposely cutting you out now. No, Tim's good. Tim's in as well.
Tim's in as Jaeger.
Well. Go get the Jaeger for everybody. But all three of us will pick the games since Tim's so butthurt that I just said it was me.
Now I'm going to pick him to lose every game now. You wait. You just watch. L. Baker goes down for 6 weeks. L.
I think in the last 30 seconds you've showed your journalistic chops. You can be bought and you hold grudges. Other than that, you're very objective. We're brought to you by the Jeeves Law Group, JEEVESLawGroup.com. They're local. They are trusted, and they get results, unlike that guy. So if you have a legal issue, it's JeevesLawGroup.com, not attorney spokesman, offices Tampa and St. Pete. And the great folks at Onsite Construction FL FL.com that bring us our first hour each and every day. Jason Fawcett is the owner over there. Great dude, great contractor. Go look at all the 5-star reviews. He'll come to your house, give you some great ideas, and he'll put you on the preferred client list. So when there's a hurricane, and there probably will be, and you have to have repairs and you need a contractor, you already know who it is, you trust him, and you're on the preferred client list. That's a big deal. Do that at OnsiteConstructionFL.com. Back in 3. Experience the art of driving at Genesis of Tampa, where luxury meets innovation and every detail is crafted for you. From the bold G70 to the refined GV80, Genesis delivers power, elegance, and technology years ahead of its time. Book service online, and our Genesis Experience advisors will pick you up and drop off your vehicle. If available, you can enjoy a courtesy car while yours gets a complimentary interior vacuum plus a generous offer for your trade. Every new Genesis comes with the Miracle Advantage Plan, 10 years or 250,000 miles of powertrain warranty and 4 years of complimentary maintenance. Visit us at 801 East Bears Avenue or online at genesisoftampa.com. Genesis of Tampa, luxury redefined. Italiano Insurance would like to congratulate the Bucs on their 50th anniversary season. And you know what? We've been here for every season and then some, over 60 years in business. We've seen some smart coaches with great game plans, but if you don't have flood insurance or business insurance, that's a terrible game plan. That could ruin you financially. You don't want to take that L. So call 813-877-7799 and let their friendly agents quarterback your insurance and save you big money. Italiano also sponsors our FSU report every week, so go Noles. 813-877-7799 or go to italianoinsurance.com. JP here for Riveters, our new official sports bar and grill of the JP Peterson Show. And just like our show, no BS, no corporate chain feel, just amazing, authentic folks serving great comfort food in a casual atmosphere at unheard of prices. Riveters is located just south of Raymond James and Steinbrenner Field on Dale Mabry, walking distance to the park. So free parking, great place for pregame and postgame. Let's talk about fresh food. Nothing is frozen. Burgers, wings, prime rib, roasted fresh daily, never frozen. That makes a huge difference. The mahi, the salmon, also super fresh. All our sauces are original recipes made in-house. Our Warhawk chili and fully loaded potato soup is made fresh in-house. It's the best food anywhere, served by people who actually care. Riveters on Dale Mabry, just north of 275, just south of where the Bucs and Rays play. We'll see you there. Are you looking to renovate your home, rebuild after the hurricanes, or build your dream home from scratch? Well, let me tell you about my friend Jason Fawcett and On-Site Construction. They have over 1,450 satisfied clients, 25 years of experience, over 500 designs, and a talented team of over 40 construction professionals. They believe building something exceptional begins by truly focusing on all the details, even the smallest ones. We understand that construction can be a daunting process, and we're here to make it as smooth and stress-free as possible. Quality is non-negotiable at On-Site Construction. We use the finest materials, employ the most skilled tradespeople, and adhere to the highest industry standards to deliver a product we're proud of and that you're going to love. Our project management is meticulous with a focus on completing projects on time and on budget. Your happiness is our primary driver. So give us a call at 813-579-5789 or check out our incredible website at onsiteconstructionfl.com. Are you having legal issues with a business partner or other legal business issues? The attorneys at Walters, Levine & DeGrave can help. Call 800-616-0384 for a free consultation. At Walters, Levine & DeGrave, we've redefined what a law firm can be with top-tier attorneys, personal service, and 26 years of success. From business law to civil litigation, we deliver smart, client-focused solutions. Walters, Levine & DeGrave recently won a $6.4 million jury verdict from a large real estate developer, and they can win for you too. Walters, Levine & DeGrave. Let's solve it together. Not attorney spokesman. For a free consultation, call 800-616-0384 or go to walterslevine.com. Offices Tampa, Sarasota.
Let's go.
Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
Hey, welcome back to the JP Peterson Show, brought to you by the great folks at the new Genesis of Tampa dealership. We were just out there this weekend for a live remote. Fantastic place. And the great Mike Murphy, the owner, said if FSU wins this week, he will. What are you doing, Tim? He will pay your first payment on a lease. How about that? If FSU wins, but you got to come in for a test drive this week and claim the offer. And tell them you heard it on the JP Peterson Show. The G80, the G70, their SUV is stylish and incredible. The cars are amazing. The price is fantastic, and they have the greatest service around. They'll come pick you up or bring you a car, a loaner car. You don't have to leave your house. You don't have to leave your office. They'll get the car for you, bring it back clean, and give you a trade offer. Genesis of Tampa, new dealership from the Murphy Auto Group. Check it out. They're doing great deals over there. All right. Let's talk some Bucs football with the man, the face that runs the place, as they say over at Pewter Report, the great Scotty Reynolds. What's up, my friend?
Oh, yeah.
You don't even want to talk about the Cats. I understand.
It was a good game.
Yeah, expected outcome. Listen, I texted Anthony Becht, who is Rocco Becht's son. Rocco Becht is the quarterback for the Iowa State Cyclones. And I said, listen, I'm thinking maybe Rocco just enters the 2026 NFL draft after this season, and maybe we have a chance of finally beating Iowa State then.
Stop beating Kansas State.
Yeah.
You have
He's
a
3-0 against us. He's our kryptonite. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Listen, I hope we do get a rematch. I'd love to see the rematch in the Big 12 championship game. I think
that could happen,
really
right?
Fun. Yeah.
That could happen.
Either that or I'm just a glutton for punishment, and I'm
stateside
4-0 again, or 0-4 against Rocco.
Well, when your boy goes down on the punt return, your dynamic,
Yeah.
what's that guy named? Edmonds? What's his name?
Dylan Edwards, yeah.
Edwards.
He was our stud running back. And
did he get hurt or butt hurt?
Returner. No, he got hurt.
Did he get hurt on that play or butt hurt?
Yeah, he's kind of fragile, unfortunately. But I mean, he's a small, like little scat back, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, he got hurt, and we literally lost, from what my K-State insiders told me, about 30% of our offense in terms of like what the packages they had in store for him. And this was a guy that I think ran for like 150 yards against Rutgers in the Rate Bowl, replacing DJ Giddens, who's now with the Indianapolis Colts. So yeah, I mean, like that's not a good sign. Start the game, first punt return inside the 10-yard line. At least we got a stop on defense there and got a turnover, but it just was not the outcome I was hoping for.
Well, I did bet on Iowa State in the money line, so I think I owe Rocco.
Stupidly, I didn't. And I knew that in the back of my mind that they were probably going to win, and I bet on my Cats, which is just dumb, stupid.
Well, listen, I flew all the way to Ireland to see my team get their ass kicked last year.
I learned from you, JP. I learned that lesson. I learned it, and see that's why I didn't go.
$5,000.
I was honest when I told you I wasn't going. I told you. I said, I'm scared to death we're going to lose, and I don't want to have my Ireland experience ruined with the K-State loss. So when I go to Ireland, I want to enjoy Ireland like 100%. I don't want to attach to any K-State game. So, but I thank you for that. You saved me a lot of money.
Yeah.
Now you said go Bulls. You did the horns thing because we were talking about
Boise State tonight. Yeah,
it's a big game.
It's a huge game. They have to win this game, otherwise it's going to be
you wouldn't know it though.
Start.
Do you feel it like we were talking about at the beginning of the show? Like there's no buzz in this town for this game. I mean, there's not even I peruse the Tampa Bay Times site every day.
Yeah,
they don't even have a preview story up.
Yeah, shame on them. I mean, USF actually partnered with Pewter Report. We've been promoting the game.
I know,
and they were the sponsor of our training camp coverage.
Yeah, and
I don't have any ties to USF, although I'm going to say something probably controversial. But it's like Jim Leavitt was the co-defensive coordinator with Bobby Stoops.
Yeah,
at Kansas State under Bill Snyder, and that's how I got to know Jim. Hang on a second here,
Jimmy Leavitt. Yeah. There it is.
Got this on my wall right here. It says Jim Leavitt. Look at that. It's his introductory press conference. It says, to Scott, how about them Cats? Jim Leavitt, go Bulls. And so, I mean, I've known Jim for a long time. It's unfortunate what happened the other day. But listen, I'm a K-State Wildcat, but I love rooting for the hometown team. I think that's cool. I've been to Bulls games before. I wish I could go tonight. I have to.
I'm going.
Work, but
I'm going.
Yeah, I'm going to watch the game for sure. I'm going to be there for the FAU homecoming game on October 18th. So I will be in attendance for that game.
I'll be at every game I could possibly get to.
Yeah, but this should be a fun game, and I think without Ashton Genty, listen, if I'm Alex Golish, I'm like, nobody thinks we're going to win this game. Not even people in Tampa think we're going to win this game. And we know the road that we have ahead of us. Like we got to plant the flag at Ray J tonight and get a W. And then who knows? Let them keep doubting the Bulls against Miami, against Florida. Which one comes up next? Is it Florida, Miami?
Florida.
Yeah. Okay.
Florida, then Miami.
And go on the road.
The only team in America to start off with 3 top 25 games. Thanks, Michael Kelly, who's now at Navy.
Yeah, it's daunting, but if they get this win,
Yeah.
Right. And even if they do what's expected, lose the next two, you still have a very good chance to have a winning season, go to a bowl and all of that.
Yeah.
But I think this is important. If not, nobody wants to be 0-3.
No.
The players don't. The fan base doesn't. Certainly Alex Golich doesn't. I think he's a good coach. I think the program finally is heading in the right direction.
Yeah.
A win tonight would be monumental for USF. So I am saying go Bulls.
We are all in. All right.
JP, when I go to the Tampa Bay Times website and go to sports, they have their own USF Bulls tab.
Mm-hmm.
The story that's on the USF Bulls tab, the most recent story is Florida versus Long Island a last serving of cupcakes? It's a Florida story on the Bulls site, and I don't even get, and then the Jim Levitt story, and I don't even get to anything referencing Boise State until the fourth story down near the bottom of the page.
Can I pile on real quick?
The chair recognizes Mr. Reynolds.
Tampa Bay Times for you. Just saying.
Wow.
It's
It's behind a paywall.
Let me do the sound effect.
It is interesting.
Unfortunately, I'll say that. Unfortunately, it's not what it
we-
used to be. It used to be a robust paper with great coverage. It's just a shell of its former.
Remember
self.
when we
It's
had
sad.
two papers?
Hey, well, listen, when I first started out in 1995, 30 years ago, as Buccaneer Magazine editor-in-chief, I was 24 years old. And
Yeah,
fresh
it's
out
tough
of
for you
K-State.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we were a weekly newsprint publication going up against the likes of the St. Petersburg Times, the Tampa Tribune, the Orlando Sentinel,
No, yeah.
the Associated Press, the Bradenton Herald, the Sarasota Herald Tribune, the Lakeland Ledger.
Yeah.
Okay,
Every one of those papers had beat writers
that's true. Yes,
that were in the media
Yep,
room.
including Associated Press.
Yeah.
And now it's Rick Stroud and I, last man standing. You know,
Mhm.
and it was just me
Yeah.
back then. Now I've got 5 reporters at Pewter Report. So
It's crazy how
It's
things
crazy.
have changed.
yeah, the
Yeah.
landscape has really changed.
My point being is that there's no one-stop shop for all sports Tampa Bay except FanStream Sports Tampa Bay.
I was gonna say, except for the JP Peterson show.
Yeah, and we're
Yeah.
ramping up our website to be that for all of you. We're gonna
That's
have we're gonna have writers and covering every team specifically. So when you want to find out about everything, catch up on everything, you can go to FanStream Sports Tampa Bay and get the whole thing.
And the cool thing is you have an eye on all of it. Like you can talk intelligently about all of it, right? Like, do not come to me for Rays news.
No.
I just found out they're playing in Tampa. So, no, I've known
true.
that. I'm just saying.
I mean, I'm trying to cut my host out of the show. Like when Tim comes on. Yeah, I'm like depending on him for all the Rays stuff and Lightning stuff and everything to talk about. No, I do it myself. I know it. So yeah, and I love it. I've lived it all my life, and I'm not patting myself on the back, man.
No, but you're speaking the truth.
I'm talking about the dearth of coverage that is in Tampa Bay. We used to have 2 papers.
Yes.
Every local station was covering high school football.
Right.
They would be live at the USF games. Like there was a tons of coverage of local
concerted effort. You're exactly right.
Now you got to search for it.
You might remember when you had 5 or 6 minutes for sports.
Yes, this is true.
Now it's 60 seconds. You know.
Yeah, it dwindled to about 2:30.
What I'm saying is it's probably even less now.
Yeah. But on the weekend, we used to have a half-hour show on Sunday nights starring Rondé Barber.
That's right.
Imagine that.
I know.
I mean, it's just how the mighty have fallen. But there's and when there's such a fraction of the media and there's no main spaces for people to go, then it's hard for teams like USF to get a buzz going.
I know.
It's hard. And so I know they're doing the best they can. And I don't know.
It's really free publicity is what it is. I mean, you're having to spend money for marketing and all that stuff when they should be getting
tons of
amplified public coverage just free in the media, but they're not. So
yeah.
Anyways.
All right. Anyway, we're going to talk
Bucs.
about the Buccaneers. Yeah. So I think, we always go and predict the schedule when it first comes out, and that's meaningless because we don't even know who the hell's on the rosters of any of these teams.
Yeah.
So now we actually know who's on the roster and who's starting at quarterback. So why don't we all, and I'll bring Tim in for this just because he was so butthurt that
I'm allowed? I'm allowed to predict. You know what? L's all across the board now.
He's mad now. We get all L. All right, let's start with the backup tackle bowl, blindside tackle bowl, as I like to call it, the Buccaneers and Falcons, which is actually going to be the key matchup on both sides. The Falcons, it looks like they're going to, unless they go get somebody, are going to be starting their third string tackle at the right side, which is Michael Penix's blind side, and we'll be starting Charlie Hecht. So, they've added James Pierce Jr., and they're very excited about him to rush the passer. We know Penix is starting. Falcons have had a decent offseason. Yeah. But I still like the Bucs in this spot just because they lost to him twice last year, and they're pissed. And they want to be an elite team, they have to start with a win here.
Yeah, I agree with that. They're going to get the W. Todd Bowles is 3-0 in his 3 years in season openers. So I'm going to stick with the trend.
You like that?
Yeah, I think it's kind of a revenge game for the Bucs, like you said, after 2 losses last season. I think they're going to split with Atlanta this year. I just don't see them sweeping them, but I think they win the first game coming out of the gate.
Who asked you, by the way?
That's right. I forgot. Here, sorry. Let me do better. Let me
go get your Jaeger. No, stop. Because the next game is a Texan game, so it's not far. It's not far from where you are. The Texans on Monday Night Football. They've got obviously a ferocious edge rush, maybe the best in the league. CJ Stroud's coming back off of what's kind of a down year. I kind of like the Texans in the spot, especially since the Bucs have been so bad at primetime games. Yeah. Your thoughts?
I think the Bucs break the primetime curse. CJ Stroud has played really good against the Buccaneers in that one game. And then outside of that, he's a little overrated. Their defense is legit, though. This is going to be a battle of which defense plays better. And if Charlie Hecht can hold up. This might be Tristan Wirfs' first game.
You think?
It could be.
Oh, wow.
If not that, I think he's going to make it back for the Jets game. It's just no inside information, just my gut feeling.
It would be great to see him back.
It would be fantastic to see him back, especially since you've got a pair of bookend pass rushers in Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson Jr. Each of those guys could give Charlie Hecht fits. So I'm going to say W, and more importantly, they end the primetime jinx. They get off the schneid in primetime. So
you got him 2-0. I got him 1-1.
I do.
All right.
Fun fact:
by the way, Houston's got serious questions on the offensive line.
They do, and I think the Bucs will take advantage. Fun fact: Todd Bowles is 3-0 in week 2 in his 3 years with the Buccaneers. So
wow,
continuing the trend. Yeah.
Isn't it? What do you got, Tim?
I know. I still got it. I still have an L.
You got an L?
I got an L against Houston.
Okay, hater. Fine.
Yeah, see,
JP's fault. Hey, that's This is all JP's fault.
Isn't it so funny when someone disagrees with you, you're automatically a hater? Isn't that just that is where we're at in social media these days?
No objectivity, just hate.
Exactly.
I'm just hating.
Yep.
All right, game 3 of the home opener. We bring out the creamsicles and talk about finally exercising a jinx. They finally win in the creamsicles because it's not all orange.
Well, it's not even creamsicle. It's the 1976 jerseys that never actually got a win. So this will be the first win ever in those jerseys. 50 years later. Yeah. So they're going to get a win.
Not much to analyze there. The Jets are the Jets.
The Jets are going to be horrible. And I believe Justin Fields gets sacked 6 times in this game.
Yeah. CRAP. Crap. Yeah. That's what the Jets are.
All right. Here come the Eagles for a 1:00 game. I can't believe this is a 1:00 game in September.
Gross.
L.
Listen, we own the freaking Eagles.
L.
We own their ass.
They're going to lose.
Yeah, you say L? No,
yep.
I got them.
It has the scales have to balance. The Eagles are a very good team, and the Bucs have owned them, especially in Ray J the last 2 games. But the scales are going to balance a little bit.
Yep, L.
All right, hey, we're the super. Well, we got them at the same record now, though. 3-1,
2-2.
You got them at 2-2.
Yeah,
just got them at 2-2. No Godwin yet.
Yep.
So,
All
right. No J-Mac. No J-Mac either. All right. No. The Seahawks, we go on the road all the way out to Seattle for a 405er. Are we wearing the same jerseys?
Yeah, creamsicle.
Yeah, right. We're going to do the
76.
Okay. At the Seahawks, this is an improved team as well.
It is.
But I'm kind of iffy.
Sam Darnold, watch out.
Yeah, I'm going to say an L here. I'm going to say L just because. And here's the thing: the Bucs should win this game. I think, like looking at the rosters, but regardless of whether it's John Gruden, Bruce Arians, Todd Bowles, this team finds a way to lose a game it should win. Lose a game or two it should win each season. And I think this is one of those games. So it's just hard-fought game, and they lose, probably in overtime.
All right, then we go. What do you got there, Timmy?
I've got a W in the battle of the throwbacks here.
Okay.
The battle of the class of 76.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be an offensive game, and I think it's going to be an offensive breakout game for the Bucs for sure. Like, look for a big game from Micah Bucca in this game.
Okay.
Bucky Irving. All right, the next week it's Monday Night Football in Detroit. Buccaneers. It's a 7:00, by the way. So I guess they got a doubleheader that night. We went up to Detroit with Servassier Dennis last year and won. And I don't think the Lions are as good this year. So I'm going to go W for the Bucs.
I think W as well.
Yep. I got a W. It's a statement game at home early in the season. This is going to make a statement.
Oh, no, wait. Hold on. You passed the San Francisco game.
Did I? Oh, I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Oh, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
I've got a W in San Francisco.
Yeah. I have them finally beating the 49ers. Yes.
Yep.
See, those games that you say they lose every once in a while. Mm-hmm. By the way, are they 49ers? I'm gonna say that's a win.
They've got huge questions at wide receiver, by the way.
Yeah, they've gotten closer to the 49ers each. This will be the fourth year they've played them in a row, I believe, or third year. And they've gotten closer each time. I think this is the year that they really want this game because they're tired of losing to the 49ers.
Yeah, and San Francisco's offense is going to fall off a cliff this year. They got nobody.
I agree. Yep.
All right, so the Lions.
I haven't been a win. They're 4-2 now in my book.
All right, I got them at 6-1 at this point.
Yeah,
Lion, because I got the Lions. I got them beating the Lions up there.
I have them losing.
I got a loss. That's a loss at Detroit. Yeah,
at Detroit.
Yeah.
I think Detroit takes a step back without their coordinators this year.
They could. It's just this is a new rivalry between these teams. They don't like each other, and this is gonna be hard fought.
Former division foes, they're foes once again.
That's right. Yeah.
All right. Then we go to New Orleans.
Win
in a 405.
Yep.
See,
if I go L here, how stupid do I look?
Yeah.
You know what though? It happens every year. To Scott's point, they lose a game that they should. And a lot of times they
shouldn't be it though. I mean, they swept the Saints the last couple of years.
How many times have we said that? What was it? What was the game 3 years ago when all we had to do was win and they were terrible that year, and we got our ass kicked in New Orleans? Remember that one?
I'll say this: New Orleans probably has the worst team in the league this year.
Yeah,
they might have the worst roster.
Tyler Shook will be quarterbacking by this time.
He will. And the thing is, now we're at midseason point.
Terrible.
Now we're at the midseason point, and there's going to be zero enthusiasm from the Saints. They're going to have a losing record. This is a season that's going to be in the downward spiral. I don't see them getting up for this game.
Yep, I've got a loss, 4-4 after 8 weeks.
Okay,
right. You're losing to the Saints. Yeah, I'm thinking about picking an L just because we always brain fart on one game on the road, and it usually happens in New Orleans. The voodoo dolls, all that stuff, food poisoning, it's part of it. So at that point, I'm going to just say 7-2. All right, Patriots, or you think it'll lose the Patriots? I think will be vastly improved. Patriots at Bucs, November 9th, 1:00. Your thoughts?
I think they beat the Patriots. They're still a rebuilding team. Are they going to be better than last year? Probably, but I still think they're going to be a better coach team. Yeah. But they're in the midst of a rebuild, just like Tennessee is. So
Drake May's still unproven, and I don't know that they've got a great offense either right now. So the Bucs defense should match up well.
Yeah,
I think they might. Yeah, and I think
I have them at 6-3 right now. But
I don't know if Drake May is going to be alive by then. All right. So and then they go to Buffalo. Bucs at Buffalo for a 1:00. I got them on an L there.
Yeah.
I got a loss, of course.
Yeah, the Bills. I think they're going to go to the.
They're a machine, man. They are a machine.
All right, so I got them at 8-3 at this point, and that's after the bye, right? Too.
New England is after the bye. Yeah,
they should be 10 games.
It should be 10 games. Yeah,
I have 6-4 right now.
I'm at 5-5.
Okay. All right, I'm at 7-3 with the loss to the Bills. 7-3 with the loss to the Bills. Okay, then they're going at the Rams. Bucs at the Rams on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, it's
the return of Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, I see them losing this one as well.
I got to win.
Okay,
I got a West Coast win.
I got a West Coast primetime L.
Okay.
For them. All right, Cards at Bucs, hard fought game. Cardinals will be improved this year, but I got the Bucs winning that one.
I do
go
too.
to 8-4. All right.
Yep.
Timmy, what are the Bucs?
I got to win. I got to win in the desert in Arizona. Kyler Murray.
That's at home. It's a homer.
Oh, it is at home. Yeah, you're right. Oh, definitely. Kyler Murray's terrible. He's going to be terrible this year.
I think Simeon Rice comes out in the second half to help the Buccaneers.
Oh,
Kyler Murray.
Nicely played.
Yeah.
All right. Then we got the Saints.
And the reason I
coming
say
to
that
town.
he's going to be inducted in the Ring of Honor in the first half, and then he's just going to suit up. He can't help himself. He's going to suit up and play in the second half.
I love that. It might be better than some of our rush ends at that point. I hate to say, Saints at the Bucs. The home game, December 7th.
This is your win. Yeah.
All right. So that's 9-4. Falcons at Bucs. Thursday night football, December 11th. Just 4 days later after playing the Saints.
This is your split for me. They win week 1. I think they lose this one.
It's the creamsicle game. They're going to lose.
Yeah.
It's that simple. They always lose in the creamsicles, just about. So.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's a short week. I'm gonna say they win that game.
Okay.
I don't win. So I got them.
I'm at 8-6.
You're at
Yeah, I'm at 8-6 as well. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then we got Buccaneers at Panthers. Dub. Come on.
It's a win.
Win.
It's a win.
Hard
You
fought
need to
though.
talk about that.
The fighting Dave Canales are going to be better than
Yeah, I agree. Bucs at the Dolphins, December 28th, a little after Christmas game. The
I
Dolphins.
don't know if Mike McDaniels is going to be the coach.
Yeah.
He may be fired by then. Yep.
And
Tua will be
Tua
done.
may not be alive.
Yeah, he'll be dead.
You're going to have a heavy dose of Quinn Ewers in this game, probably at quarterback.
Right.
So I've got to win.
Yep.
And Panthers at Buccaneers to end it January 4th to get the number 1
They win
seed.
that. Yeah, so I have the Buccaneers finishing strong.
Yep,
5-1 down the stretch, 3-0 down the stretch, like you said, Tim, and that's par for the course for a Todd Bowles team. And thankfully, they avoid a 4-game losing streak. I have them losing back-to-back games twice in weeks 4 and 5, and then later with those back-to-back losses on the road to Buffalo and LA. And I have them 11-6. So we're seeing the stair step of Todd Bowles here from 8 wins to 9 wins to 10 wins to 11 wins.
To 11. Yep. I got him at 11-6 as well.
Yep.
I'm going to say 12-5. I'm a little bit more optimistic, but
And I think it wins the division. Again, I think 11 wins your division.
Yep. I do too.
All right, Scotty, great stuff as always, my friend. Tell everybody what's going on at Pewter Report as we head to Atlanta next week.
We've had a fantastic turnout this week, y'all. Pewter people have come strong for our podcast. We greatly appreciate that. You can find our podcast. We have our last one of the week today at 4:00. We're going to be breaking down the roster of the practice squad, as well as answering your questions about the Bucs. So 4:00 on Pewter Report TV, our YouTube channel. Keep in mind, we have Pewter pregame and Pewter game day coming up again this year, starting at 9 a.m. next Sunday, not this Sunday, next Sunday on game day, September 7th, Bucs at Falcons. And that's on Pewter Report TV. It's our pregame show. And then we've got Matt Matera and some special guests lined up for Pewter game day at kickoff. You can also find our coverage at pewterreport.com. We've got tons of analysis of the Bucs roster moves, including a new video and story I've done on Mo Camara, who is the latest pass rusher they added to the practice squad. And you can also follow us on social media on X, Facebook, and Instagram at Pewter Report.
All right, Scotty, great job as always. Thank you, my friend.
Appreciate it, Tim.
We'll talk to you next week.
We'll see you.
See you, man.
Go Bulls.
All right, yeah, go Bulls.
Go Bulls.
All right, quick break. Joey Johnston is in the bullpen, USF Sideline reporter. We're going to give all the pub to the Bulls and talk about the game against Boise State coming up next. Stay with us. Quick break. JP here for Riveters, the official sports bar and grill of the JP Peterson Show. We're located just south of Ray J and Steinbrenner Field, so it's a great pre- and post-game spot, and the happy hour is amazing. Monday through Friday, 3 to 7. Check out these specials. $3 Bud Light drafts, $4 domestic bottles, $5 wells, $6 premium wells, $6 cocktails like margaritas. That's unheard of. And the Riveters food is freshly made daily. No freezers. Happy hour food specials include $3.50 tacos and barbecue sliders. $6 you get edamame or chips with the beer cheese, which is amazing. $8 buffalo chicken dip, my favorite. The truffle fries, chili cheese fries, also $8 at happy hour. as well as other specials throughout the week, including Taco Tuesdays. You get $3 tacos, and Wing Wednesdays, 7 o'clock to 1 a.m. in the morning. You get our amazing wings, 5 for $5 and $5 wells and wines. That's a good Wednesday night. So if you're tired of the preppy, overpriced, generic sports bars, come see the amazing, friendly bartenders and staff at Riveters, where customer service really matters. Riveters, just south of where the Rays and Bucs play. We'll see you there. Experience the art of driving at Genesis of Tampa, where luxury meets innovation and every detail is crafted for you. From the bold G70 to the refined GV80, Genesis delivers power, elegance, and technology years ahead of its time. Book service online, and our Genesis Experience advisors will pick you up and drop off your vehicle. If available, you can enjoy a courtesy car while yours gets a complimentary interior vacuum plus a generous offer for your trade. Every new Genesis comes with the Miracle Advantage Plan, 10 years or 250,000 miles of powertrain warranty and 4 years of complimentary maintenance. Visit us at 801 East Bears Avenue or online at genesisoftampa.com. Genesis of Tampa, luxury redefined. Italiano Insurance would like to congratulate the Bucs on their 50th anniversary season. And you know what? We've been here for every season and then some, over 60 years in business. We've seen some smart coaches with great game plans, but if you don't have flood insurance or business insurance, that's a terrible game plan. That could ruin you financially. You don't want to take that L. So call 813-877-7799 and let their friendly agents quarterback your insurance and save you big money. Italiano also sponsors our FSU report every week, so go Noles. 813-877-7799 or go to italianoinsurance.com. JP here for my friend Jason Fawcett, owner of On-Site Construction. They do residential and commercial renovations and new construction. As a leading home builder and general contractor, On-Site Construction prides itself on transforming homes through superior craftsmanship, dedication to client vision, and an unmatched commitment to quality and service. It's about building relationships. We take the time to understand our clients' needs, preferences, and budgets so that we can deliver a personalized experience tailored to their unique vision. From the initial designs to the final touches, we're there every step of the way, ensuring that the end result mirrors your vision. Here are some testimonials from happy customers. G. Gibson says, no hidden costs, very honest, reliable, creative, and communicates well. Reasonable and fair with their pricing, no hidden costs. C. Smith said, did not disappoint. I'm very happy with the work. This company really cares and will take care of it. So if you're just thinking about building or renovating, give us a call and let's see what's possible. 813-579-5789 or check out our website at onsiteconstructionfl.com. Are you having legal issues with a business partner or other legal business issues? The attorneys at Walters, Levine & DeGrave can help. Call 800-616-0384 for a free consultation. At Walters, Levine & DeGrave, we've redefined what a law firm can be with top-tier attorneys, personal service, and 26 years of success. From business law to civil litigation, we deliver smart, client-focused solutions. Walters, Levine & DeGrave recently won a $6.4 million jury verdict from a large real estate developer, and they can win for you too. Walters, Levine & DeGrave. Let's solve it together. Not attorney spokesman. For a free consultation, call 800-616-0384 or go to walterslevine.com. Offices Tampa, Sarasota.
Let's go.
Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
All right, welcome back to the JP Peterson Show, brought to you by the Gold and Diamond Source. Hey, if you got any old gold jewelry out there, diamonds, whatever type of ill-gotten booty you have, bring in your plunder to the Gold and Diamond Source, and they will give you lots of money for your gold. How about
Booty.
that? Booty. Ill-gotten booty at that. But if you're looking to buy that ring, that engagement ring, Travis Kelce, you can find a really original one at the Gold and Diamond Source. You can design it yourself. So head on over there. They have 5 years, no interest. You can get a $5,000 ring for just $83 at the Gold and Diamond Source. Tell them JP sent you. All right, let's welcome in the sideline reporter for your USF Bulls, longtime scribe at the Tampa Tribune, my former colleague there, the great Joey Johnston, now USF sideline reporter. How are you, Joey?
Good, JP. Happy opening day, as they say in baseball. We know
Yes.
we've had some college football already, but this is the first big day of college football right here.
Yes, and I cannot wait for tonight. You and I were talking about this game yesterday and lamenting that it would be nice if there were 65,000 crazy fans in there tonight, but maybe 30,000.
We'll see.
Maybe?
We'll see. It's an awkward time, obviously, 5:30 on a work day with the game on ESPN. But it's a chance to see a great team in Boise State and see USF debut. So it's not a bad little entertainment value for anybody who wants to roll out there. So we will see what we get. Anyway, they're going to play the game at 5:30 regardless of who's there. And I think it's going to be a really good game.
Hey, by the way, do you have a game preview story you could send over to the Tampa Bay Times? Because they don't have one on their website today. I don't know if they don't have a USF reporter or something. I don't know.
Yeah, boy, it's amazing how the newspaper world has changed. I'll just leave it at that.
Bring back the Tampa Tribune.
Yeah,
bring back the Tampa Tribune. Let's go.
Oh boy.
We were lamenting this, but it is kind of sad. It's not just for USF, but the high school players, and they just don't get the coverage they used to, man.
Sad. Yeah, and it's weird because there's attention, there's social media attention, but that's a little different. Mm-hmm. Everybody's pushing their own agenda, but nothing is better than having someone else push your agenda.
Yes.
As Derek Brooks always said, multiple voices talking about you is better than you talking about you.
Yes.
So it's just a different world out there, and I feel bad because, as you probably remember, if you were any kind of decent athlete in this town, you were going to be written about, and TV is going to do stories about you, and those kind of things don't happen quite as often. Yeah,
sometimes I'll see a guy show up in the pros, and they'll say, "Oh, yeah, he played in Tampa." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, we used to know those guys cold,
Yeah,
and
that never used to happen.
Right,
it never used to happen. All right, we're old men screaming at the moon.
That's the thing. I can talk about this all day, but it does give that old man get off my lawn kind of thing. Yeah. So, young people are like, what are you talking about? So whatever.
I'm all over social media. Everybody knows. Right. Yeah. All right. Well, let's talk about this game tonight. I'm excited about it. It's a huge game for USF for so many reasons. I don't know when the last time they got a top 25 win.
2016. 2016 Navy.
Wow.
And they haven't had a non-conference ranked win since 2011, which was Notre Dame to open that season.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time in coming. And just, everybody around the country knows about Boise State. If USF can get it, that's going to open a lot of eyes. Even people don't watch the game. When they wake up in the morning to see that score, they're going to go, holy cow. So USF has a chance to impress not only college football fans, but people who aren't paying attention. They'll pay attention if they see that score.
I mean, Boise State, not only are they a top 25 team, they were in the playoff. The last game they played was against Penn State in the second round of the playoffs. So, not the same team, though. Not the same team, Ro. No Ashton Jeanty.
Obviously, no Ashton Jeanty, which is a big guy to take out of the lineup, the Heisman Trophy runner-up, who's now in the NFL. But this is not a team that lacks talent. They've got a veteran offensive line. They have a really, really smart quarterback who looks like a winner. They've got some interesting backfield guys that don't have the experience but could come into play. They might have the best tight end core in the country. And they've got a defense that's going to put a lot of pressure on Byron Brown. So this is a quality top 25 ranked team. This would be a great, great win for the Bulls because this is a big-time team that, a few weeks from now, they're going to Notre Dame, and Notre Dame fans are already worried about that one. Yeah. So this is a team that could get back to the playoffs. So nothing but opportunity here for the Bulls.
Hopefully they're looking ahead to Notre Dame. And you mentioned their pass rush. I believe I read they were number 1 in sacks last year per game, and they bring all those guys back. Is that correct?
Yeah, they do. They've got great guys coming off the edge. Conversely, USF has a very veteran offensive line, so that might be something to really watch tonight, how USF's O-line does against those guys, because this might be one of the better pass rushes the Bulls will see all season long.
All right, we got to talk about the man, the myth, Byron Brown. 2 years ago, he was the toast of the town, one of the best young freshman quarterbacks in the nation. And last year was an injury-riddled season, obviously, but now he's got that good line in front of him. No Sean Atkins to throw to, but he's got some good targets. What do we expect from Byron this year?
Well, we've got to get back to the Byron of 2023 when he was on an upward trajectory. Of course, he got hurt last year, but before the injury, he was not having a great year by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah. He would tell you that. So he's got to elevate his game back to that 2023 level when he looked like he was a guy that was going to be in the pros. I mean, he is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, a dual threat, his physical guy. He's 6'3", 232 now.
Ooh.
He can run. He will get you 100 yards if the game calls for that. And he can deliver the ball to a lot of targets. He probably needs, I think everybody, USF fans would like to see a nice deep connection, because one of the problems Byram had last year was he had some guys open deep and couldn't hit them. So he needs to make sure that he can hit that deep ball. But even though the Bulls did lose Sean Atkins, their all-time leading receiver, and 3 really good running backs, I do believe there's good talent at the skill positions for Byram to use. I like the look of the running backs. I especially like the look of their receivers. Sean was great, but I think the guys they have now, the 3 guys who we believe will start, Keyshawn Singleton, Chaz Nimrod, the transfer from Tennessee, and Moody Rubin, the transfer from Stanford. These are guys with pro bodies and pro skill sets, and I think the wide receiver core has been upgraded a lot.
Will they just have to outscore Boise tonight, you think? Is it going to be an offensive game?
I think so. I think the Bulls are going to score points this year, maybe a lot of points in some games. Not sure about the defense. But, and again, this is not like a wild thing in any level of college football, outscoring people. That's what it's become. We're not going to see too many 14-3 games in college football anymore. You have got to score in the 30s and outscore your opponent. So I think that's it, JP. I think if the Bulls start to win tonight, it's going to be like a 35-30 kind of game.
Joey Johnston joining us here, USF Sideline reporter. Tell me about this Bulls defense, and where they've been vulnerable. Obviously, is up front. They're not as big as a lot of these teams they play, and they don't have a whole lot of depth. Has that changed at all this year?
Well, the depth has definitely changed on the defensive line. They feel like they've got 8, 9, 10 guys they can rotate in, which is very encouraging because they haven't had that in previous seasons. Many of these guys are still somewhat unknown quantities, transfers that we haven't seen yet. They look good on paper. Josh Seliskar, the guy that's going to wear number 63 in honor of Leroy Selman, will be up front. The Texas A&M transfer, Devin Lee, a transfer from Vanderbilt, will figure heavily into the rotation. So they've got guys, they've got numbers of guys. It's just a matter of how they're going to match up with that Boise offensive line, and can they put pressure on Maddox Madsen, the quarterback for the Broncos. The Bulls showed signs last year of getting better, getting more TFLs, more sacks, but it wasn't consistent. They'd have a great game, they'd have a bad game. If they're not getting to Maddox Madsen tonight, that's a problem. So they have got to crash into that backfield and make Madsen run for his life a little bit. If we don't see that going on, then that's a problem for the Bulls.
Yeah, now Madsen did throw 3 picks in his last game against Penn State. I think he threw 6 in all of last year in the regular season, so he's not prone to it. But let's just be honest, in games like this, you got to get some turnovers, and that's the key for this Bulls defense tonight, right?
It would be it would do a world of good for the Bulls to get a pick 6 or an easy turnaround touchdown where they don't have to drive the field. That would change everything. They haven't gotten a lot of that in the last few years. But if they're, in other words, if they can get the ball to start, drive down and score, and then get a turnover, that's the kind of thing you need to see in a game like this, where you get the momentum and then you have to keep the momentum. So, it'll be interesting because the opening day for everybody, there's always crazy things that happen on opening day, no matter how good you are. So we're going to learn a lot about both teams. But the thing is, on Boise's side, we sort of know what they've got, even minus Ashton Genty. The Bulls seem to have some talent, but there's some things we got to see first before we know for sure. So I think that's the difference. Is we think we know what we're getting from Boise. We're not quite sure what we're getting from USF. Well, it would be nice to have a great atmosphere there tonight, to put a little pressure, a little home field advantage. That would be nice. How do you see this all playing out tonight? I mean, it's when you talk about where USF is, and obviously they've got everything to move into the next level, I think, where we need to get, out of the America to the ACC, whatever's going to happen in the next round. But you got to win football games, and you got to win top 25 games. This is what these other conferences are looking for. It's a great opportunity in that scheme.
How big is this game for the program?
It's one of the biggest ones they've had in a long time, JP. Obviously, the upside is enormous. What this could mean to the team to win against a college football playoff, a returning squad, Boise State top 25. Just picture a win against Boise State and then preparation to go to Gainesville next week, Florida. That would be a massive week. Great attention on the program, great buzz for the fans to get excited about a trip to Gainesville and maybe upset the Gators after beating Boise State. So a win over Boise State would be as big a thing that's happened to this program in at least a decade. Yeah. The interesting juxtaposition here for me, at least, is you look at this schedule, and it is the most difficult non-conference schedule in America. Boise State, at Florida, at Miami. What's going to happen there? Could the Bulls be 0-3? Absolutely. I mean, realistically, they will not be favored in any of those games. So what does that mean? I think if the worst case scenario occurs, the Bulls have got to weather that storm, because the fact is their biggest goal is still out there, and that's winning a conference title.
Right.
That is the next big thing this program has to do. They've got to raise a trophy and win a conference title, which in year 29 they've not yet to do. They've got great splash victories. They've beaten Notre Dame, Florida State, Auburn, Clemson, West Virginia. The list goes on, but they have not won a conference title. So that is next on the agenda. And it would be great to get some of these early season non-conference wins for splash. But raising the trophy is huge, is the huge mark of success for this team in this season. So all that being said, a win over Boise would be great too.
Yeah, this is what I see, and I hope they win tonight. And you start 1-0. You play well against Florida and Miami. Don't necessarily have to win, but just play well. You have a lot of eyes on those games. Go 1-2, but come out unscathed. For the most part.
Yeah.
If they can just get through these 3 games and be somewhat healthy for the non-conference schedule, then you look at that schedule and like, okay, this is very doable.
Yeah, very doable.
And that's that. If they could do that, I think they're on their way, and could be a transformative year for this program. So let's hope for that. Let's hope for that.
Yeah, it'll be fun. But in any event, it's weird. It's like I'm excited the games are here, but it's one of the things I love about college football is the anticipation. I love the summer. I love the talk. I love the speculation. It's like the games are great, but man, I'm going to miss the speculation because now we're in reality time. But I love the buildup every year of, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? It's so much fun. And now here we are with games, which are fun too, but nothing like college football, man. We just love it year round.
Oh, and the atmosphere tonight, that's what I love about college games. I'll be here for this one tonight, and then I'm going to Tallahassee. And it's just, to me, pro sports are great. But there's nothing like a collegiate atmosphere, and I want to experience that tonight. Should be fun. Hopefully, if you're not doing anything tonight, get your butt out there. Tickets are not that expensive. It's going to be a big fun night, and hope the weather. Have we got a weather report yet? We know
it may rain,
summer.
It may not.
It's summer.
Summer. It's who knows? We're in Tampa, but
right.
I hope there will be no lightning. That's always my big thing is the delay. So we can play through rain, we can play through heat, whatever, but just don't give us the lightning, because I can think of at least 3 USF openers in the last decade where we have marched off that field and waited for several hours. Brutal. We don't want that.
Brutal. All right, Joey, we'll see you tonight. Thanks, partner.
Thanks, JP.
Great Joey Johnston right there. Also a member on the Sports Club of Tampa Bay board with me, so we thank you for that as well. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back on the other side. I want to get to all these great comments here. You guys are lighting up the comments, so let's get to all that. And Josh Capo is going to join us as well from the Pewter Report. Did a little interview with him last night. We went over the entire roster, what's good, what's bad, where they need some work for the Buccaneers. So we'll do that as well. We're brought to you by Third Generation Plumbing and American Standard Air Conditioning. That combo will get you taken care of if your air conditioner's on its last legs or you get a blowout. Call Third Generation Plumbing. Go to their website, thirdgenerationplumbing.com. John Rodriguez is the owner and a great dude. He supports your favorite sports show, so support them. If you need any AC, plumbing, anything mechanical around the house, Third Generation Plumbing will get it done. 5-star reviews across the board. Great folks. thirdgenerationplumbing.com and American Standard. Check it out. Back in 3. JP here for Riveters, our new official sports bar and grill of the JP Peterson Show. And just like our show, no BS, no corporate chain feel, just amazing, authentic folks serving great comfort food in a casual atmosphere at unheard of prices. Riveters is located just south of Raymond James and Steinbrenner Field on Dale Mabry, walking distance to the park. So free parking, great place for pregame and postgame. Let's talk about fresh food. Nothing is frozen. Burgers, wings, prime rib, roasted fresh daily, never frozen. That makes a huge difference. The mahi, the salmon, also super fresh. All our sauces are original recipes made in-house. Our Warhawk chili and fully loaded potato soup is made fresh in-house. It's the best food anywhere, served by people who actually care. Riveters on Dale Mabry, just north of 275, just south of where the Bucs and Rays play. We'll see you there. The Gold and Diamond Source is working every day to be your family jeweler. Right now, a $5,000 engagement ring with 0% interest can be yours for just $83. So don't let the holidays sneak up on you this year. Now is the time to get ahead with their in-store layaway. Trade in your old jewelry for cash. Gold has never been higher. The Gold and Diamond Source is offering the highest ever trade-in values for your gold and diamond jewelry. Now is the time to get your holiday shopping started. So come in now, relax, shop, and save at the Gold and Diamond Source. We love Julie and Steve Weintraub, great local philanthropists, and you can find them at 3800 Omerton Road in Clearwater, where you'll always find the perfect gift, only at the Gold and Diamond Source. Welcome to Kingmakers, home of the JP Peterson Show studio and Tampa's premier business networking and social club for members only. By day, it's an exclusive, vibrant co-working space with a stylish conference room, focus rooms, a full production studio, and an in-house marketing team. And by night, Kingmakers transforms into a sports-centric social hub with a full sports bar, golf simulator, and exclusive events. For young entrepreneurs and seasoned professionals, it's the perfect place to work hard, play hard, and make big moves in Midtown Tampa. Close the deal, celebrate the win. Only at Kingmakers. Become a member today at kingmakerstampa.com. Your business, your club. JP here for the Jeeves Law Group and my man, Scott Jeeves. If you're going to hire an attorney, do you want some guy looking for a quick settlement and a quick buck, or do you want an attorney with some chops? Scott is a board-certified civil trial lawyer and a certified circuit court mediator. Been practicing in the Tampa Bay area for over 30 years. He is a peer-reviewed AV preeminent-rated civil trial lawyer. They just don't hand out those classifications. He's been the lead class action counsel on many complex consumer protection cases and has handled hundreds of serious personal injury cases. He's dedicated his career to protecting injured victims and is committed to vigorously representing you. We're local, we're trusted, and we get results. Personal injury and personal attention. Call for a free case evaluation. That's 888-9-JEEVES. That's 888-9-JEEVES. The Jeeves Law Group. With this record heat in Tampa Bay, you better have your AC unit running at peak efficiency. Third Generation Plumbing installs the best American standard AC units. Our split systems offer the highest efficiency available while reducing energy bills and maximizing comfort. That's why Third Generation Plumbing trusts American standard air conditioning, built to last, made to perform. Whether it's a new install or an emergency repair, our family-owned team brings 3 generations of trusted service to your home, now with the unmatched reliability of American Standard. Plumbing or cooling, we've got Tampa covered. Call Third Generation Plumbing today, 813-961-8024, or go to thirdgenerationplumbing.com. And we also do AC.
Let's go.
Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
All right, welcome back to the JP Peterson Show, brought to you by Cafe Paradiso. Cafe Paradiso. Get a reservation. My good friend Paulo, he's up there in Saratoga right now enjoying the ponies.
Ooh, nice.
Every year from the heat goes up there. Yeah. But the restaurant always runs without him, because they got it down over there. They've been doing this for 30 years.
Man, I need to.
There running it. Same, I've been going there for, 30 years. Same waiters, same people you see every time you go in there. I mean, the chefs, it's so consistent. It's the best. Number 3 on Open Table. That's why everybody loves it. It's just one of those places that, sometimes you go and try a new place. It didn't work out and you're out, $200, right? You go to Cafe Paradiso, you know exactly what you're going to get. Reasonable prices, wonderful wine selection, great service. The service is perfect always. And it's just a great experience. So if you have a birthday, like last time I was there, ran into a JP Peterson Show listener who chose Cafe Paradiso for his birthday, Benjamin, his lovely wife, Yvette, I believe her name was. That was it was great to see. And I'm glad they took our recommendation. I'm glad they had a good time. So do it. Go to Cafe
I need
Paradiso.
veal piccata in my life, JP.
Oh, God, I need some lasagna. Their lasagna is so good.
As an appetizer, apparently.
I do it every time. Whoever I'm with, we split. When Fitzy and I went last time, we split the, because you can't have 2 entrees. Well, I guess you can.
Yeah, why not?
So I had we split the lasagna as an appetizer. And then I think we also had some calamari too, which they have the best calamari.
Dude,
it's so lightly done, but then it's got the great flavor to it, the garlic flavor. Yeah. Oh, God, I could go on and on.
Damn, I'm going to have to go to Long John Silver's now after the show.
Cafe Paradiso, a little bit better than Long John
absolutely,
Silver's.
but that's all I got around here.
That's the only seafood you got is Long John's. I don't think I've seen a Long John Silver's in forever.
So I just rolled up on one by accident. Most of them have rebranded to the Long John Silver's A&W whatever combo building.
Right.
But I pulled up and it's right here by the studio, not too far. I found it by accident. But dude, it is still the old school Long John Silver's, like from the 70s building. And it is still there, and it is still a Long John Silver's, kind of hidden in a little corner over here. Not
probably have the same grease too.
Oh man,
the 70s.
That's how it's good.
That's how you know. But I used to do get the combo pack.
Oh yeah,
get like a fish fillet and then some shrimp in there, maybe a scallop or all kinds of good stuff.
And all the crunchies,
all the crunchies
get at the bottom of the box.
Good stuff.
I guess I am going to Long John Silver's.
I guess you are. I guess you are. All right, let's go to some of the comments, shall you? So Douglas Batista, and I got to read that again. I got to read it, the original one. So he gets a marketing email today. Go through his whole thing here. Or yesterday, after Fairbanks blows the lead again, another blown lead. I don't know how many it is this year. He says the Rays got the season ticket renewal email yesterday at 4:12, 30 minutes after Fairbanks' blown save, with video that started with the shot of the Trop, the injured DeLuca, and Fairbanks. I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, how long? Like, it would literally take half an hour to put together a better video than that. A couple of shots from Caminero at the All-Star game and the home run derby, another one of his home runs here. How about a shot of Chandler Simpson stealing a base, getting a little knock and stealing a base? I mean, there's lots we could go with there. Great play by Taylor Walls in the hole, making a big throw. Rasmussen striking somebody out. But no, we start with a shot of the roofless drop. Literally, it was a shot of the roofless drop being repaired. And then DeLuca, who hasn't played all year, and then the guy who just blew the game. That's absolutely
phenomenal. By the way,
phenomenal.
Fairbanks with 5 blown saves this season.
Yeah, not great. And then, so Douglas follows it up and says, all the Rays do is inept or cheap botanical billboards on US 19. They have this. He sent us a picture of one. It's like the Rays in a botanical billboard. Like how is that selling your flowers, selling your team? Gouging season ticket holders. There was the yard sale debacle. Remember that? Then they sell ticks on Groupon after gouging the season ticket holders for the seats at Ray J, taking away free hot dogs for kids members. They did that this year, and they want to keep Matt Silverman. Yeah, that's the scuttlebutt. I've heard it too, and Matt's a nice guy, but he's been part of this other stuff, and I don't know. I don't know what the upside there is.
I got a present for you, JP.
What's that? Stop.
Raise up.
Please get rid of that. Mike H says Boise State has consistently been a really good team. Never liked the blue field though. But it put them on the map though. That blue field put them on the map, right?
Yeah. I don't mind it. It's a little much, but I mean, I don't mind it. I don't have to watch them all the time. Scotty
Fitz is already up in Tallahassee. He couldn't help himself. I'll be playing golf with him tomorrow at Golden Eagle.
He also had another message for you. He also had another message for you. If you go down a little bit more.
All right, we'll get down there. Christopher Cole says, morning, everyone. How bad is Trask if the Saints and Panthers haven't signed him yet? I mean,
he's hurt technically, so I mean,
no, he's not hurt. He's not hurt. That's not.
He's got a shoulder, JP.
No, he's not hurt. He's not hurt. He's butt hurt.
Designation.
No, he's butt hurt is what he is. I don't want to be anti-Trask. I'm not trying to be that guy, but I told you from the very beginning,
Gator
all
hater.
through OTAs, he was regressing. It wasn't good. And, somebody want to ask the question, what happened? Why did they keep him around so long? He regressed. And I haven't heard Josh Grizzard say this, but I just think it's Josh Grizzard. He put a little more wrinkles in and just he was not sold on him, because that's the biggest difference between last year and this year. And Grizzard had a relationship with Teddy Bridgewater, so I think that was kind of in the cards. But it speaks volumes that nobody's picked him up. I mean, come on now. Nathan Elliott says, reality, Tampa sports fans only support teams that are in win mode. The area is filled with fair weather fans who show up when the team plays great. Losing teams, off to the amusement park they go.
Everywhere. That's not Tampa. That's called sports fans in every city.
I think you're right, Tim. I also think he's right. I think we're a little bit of that. We're a little bit of that. But it's pretty commonplace now. There's no loyalty like there used to be.
No.
Maybe a little bit up in the Northeast for the traditional teams. But for the most part, it's either, you got to give a great experience, have a great stadium, give us something a little bit more than the stadium or than the game itself. I need to be entertained. It's got to be easy to get to. No traffic, no parking problems.
The problem is you've got kids now that were born this millennium, right? So that are reaching 25 years old that aren't fans of teams. They're fans of players. And they will go be a fan of that player no matter what team he goes to. So you got people in Dallas that are fans of the freaking Commanders and the Giants and the Eagles because of a specific player they grew up rooting for, watching on social media. You don't have that geographical tie to your local teams. I've never understood that. Dude, if I move to Tampa, I'm a local teams guy. Like, that's who I'm going to root for anyway. If now I'm in Dallas, I root for Dallas teams. But we've got kids now, a whole generation of sports fans that didn't grow up with that mentality. They grew up as fans of some dude somewhere. He played for the 49ers when I was 5 or 10, and I followed him on social media. So now I like the 49ers for the rest of my life.
No, I constantly asked my kids when they were growing up, and my stepkids, like, hey, what kind of jerseys are kids wearing at school? And it's like you said, they wear Luka jerseys or they wear SGA jerseys. They're not wearing Orlando Magic jerseys.
No,
they're just LeBron. It's about, there's no loyalty to
all.
Teams. Yeah. Art Yeezy says Fairbanks stinks. I think that's
we've established that.
Local. RJ Martin says, any chance we pick up Tristan McCollum and have brothers together on defense? I think there's a good chance of that. Yep. If we need safety help, which we do. Yeah, I think so. Douglas says, it was a picture of the trop outside with the blue netting. Mm-hmm. Nothing makes you want to buy season tickets like a picture of a rebuilding trop. I mean, what idiocy? What idiocy? Golly. Just unbelievable. Joel Forsland says, I need to buy a new mic. Is that me or is that you?
Why?
I don't know. What are you talking about, bro?
Mike sounds good.
Sounds good to me. All right. John Hill's trolling. I'm not going to put that up. Joel also says, we have Reddick against a third string tackle and Bowles will still drop him in coverage. Joel. Let's hope not. Let's hope. I guess he got a pick in practice against Cam Ward. So maybe we should drop him a little bit. Joel also says we usually lose 3 games we should win with Bowles. Not a Bowles fan.
By the way, John
Nathan Elliott says,
of yourself.
Bucs will lose an odd game here and there because the players get lost in the press clippings and media hype. Interesting. Michael LaRue says, for all the Kyle Trask fans upset about him being cut by the Bucs, the fact that none of the other 31 teams picked him up should tell you a lot about what the NFL thinks of him. You ain't wrong. Bucs have been drafting a lot of high character players with high floors but low ceilings. I'm not sure how I feel about this strategy, but I guess it's better than completely whiffing on picks. I think their drafting recently has been outstanding. And the idea of drafting captains, high character guys has worked out really well.
Just don't go look at the 2021 draft.
Yeah. Don't look at that draft. Right? Exactly. Or the 2016 draft.
Or the 16.
Yep. What else we got? Scotty says, bring cash.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be taking your money, pal.
And I don't think he means Kevin.
And I'm getting in your kitchen too. Stu and JP, Rick says Stu and JP at Cafe Paradiso reenacting the scene from Lady and the Tramp. You're disgusting, Rick. You're banned. You're banned.
Holy crap! I've got to come.
Gross.
I got to find somebody that can Photoshop that together.
Did the Rays play the shit show song JP invented in the promo video? He should have. Shit show.
Hit show. Tampa Bay Times Place. Hit show.
Tampa Bay's baseball temperature is rising, and
Listen to Dwayne. It's rising. Temperatures are rising.
Lock up your favorite single game tickets now.
Lock them up. They're going fast.
They're gone. Call Ticket
Where they're
Masters
gone.
today.
Hit show. Tampa Bay Times Place. Hit show. Devil Rays, Tennessee.
All right, that's
great.
enough. The fighting dirty cutters will get beat tonight. Go Bulls, go Knowles. Yes, Greg DeCruz. Yes. He also says it seems like Grizzard will do more waggles that requires more mobility. Trask is a statue. That's true. 100%.
Yeah. That's why Baker's going to fit so well.
Yes. All right. Let's turn it over. I did an interview with Josh Capo last night from Pewter Report. Love his breakdowns. Watches a lot of film. So I decided to go. We went over the roster player by player, who's going to do what, and what maybe there are some deficiencies on this roster. So here's myself and Josh Capo cutting out Tim, which is always a
I wasn't even invited to this.
You weren't even invited. All right. Are you going to play it or am I?
I got it.
All right. There we go.
On
Shit
Fan
show.
String Sports. It's not playing, JP.
Why not?
I don't know. It's not playing.
Hello, hello.
I think your internet just died.
Are we having an issue? Or maybe I'll play it. I see it's like playing.
I know you might have to send it to me.
All right.
Or I'll go
Great.
do it.
This is great radio. All right, let me try it. Hold on.
There we
Go
go.
over this rosters. We head into week one. It's coming up, man. How are you, partner?
I'm doing well. How about yourself, JP?
Hey. U.S. Football game we get to go to, and then I'm heading up to Tallahassee. And Saturday, I'm going to be having drinks at Mad So. Bert Kreischer with his shirt off is going to be serving me in College Town. He's actually going to be behind the bar in College Town. So it's going to be quite the college football weekend. I'm looking forward to it. And then we're right into Buccaneers week one, Atlanta. And so let's hit this roster and kind of go over through kind of the strengths and weaknesses. We'll start at quarterback. And something I saw coming from OTAs this Rich saw in college, and it Josh Ard more than anybody. You know what? We have better options here. We'll get Teddy Bridgewater, and he takes over the backup job. I think this is a very positive thing for the team overall. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I think Teddy brings stability, and I think that he brings certainty. Two things that you can't necessarily say that Bucs had with Kyle Trask. And for a team that is showing that they really want to push for that next step to be, considered a favorite for the NFC Championship game, a Super Bowl contender, you want to have a backup quarterback that brings you a little bit more certainty. And Teddy Bridgewater brings that even more than most backup quarterbacks, even consider what his career has been over the last couple of years, where he semi-retired. He's been this high school football coach. That he showed in the preseason. Excuse me for 1 second. Sorry. He showed in the preseason. He still has great touch on the ball. He was never, a strong-armed quarterback, but he can make the throws that he needs to make, and he puts the ball in a really nice place, especially on those 2 touchdown passes that he made. Yeah. And the Bucs have been enamored with Teddy for a long time. We know this. Jason Light has talked about it, pretty openly. They liked him in the draft process. They liked him when the year they ended up getting Brady. And it just finally, the stars aligned where that need for a veteran who can bring stability lined up with Teddy was available. Let's get him.
Yeah. And it's funny because we talk so much about Baker in the offseason. We really haven't talked much about him in training camp because it's more about Kyle Trask. Bypass him, but starts with Baker, and I expect him to this season. I don't know if he can go over the great numbers he did last year. That was the sixth season, 71%, 4,500 yards, 39 touchdowns. I mean, or 41 touchdowns. I mean, it's just, I think it's only 4 guys that have done that in a season. So will the numbers be the same? I don't know, but I know this. He's going to have a great year. He's going to be super effective. Mike Evans, for my eye, has never looked better. And the two of them together have been, they've been unstoppable no matter who's trying to cover them. So I think they have a huge, huge year. And Baker, I think he's a top 7-8 quarterback in this league. What do you think?
I'm starting to get there with you. I usually have him in the 8 to 12 range. But I think I'm leaning more towards the 8 side of it. And when you consider the context, which I think so many people try to do these quarterback rankings in isolation, but you really have to understand the context. What do they have around them? Because the quarterback is a proxy for the offense as a whole. And Baker ran a top 3 offense last year because him plus the context of Cohen and the offensive line and the weapons that he had. That's really what you're trying to create. It's not about having the best quarterback. It's about having the best offense. Baker certainly captained one of the best offenses last year, and I think he's poised to do so again. He feels confident in the system. He feels confident in Grizzard. He definitely enjoyed the fact that they promoted Grizzard. I think that's a huge for what Grizzard can do for the team. And I have a lot of confidence that it still may be a little streaky from game to game or even drive to drive. But what you're looking for is over a 17-game season. Can he get it done? And I think Baker can. Absolutely.
All right, running back Steve Ford, Tucker, and Josh Williams, undrafted free agent. And I thought he had a really good one when he got back out there. That last game, I think, obviously putting over the top with the kickoff. Some really nice cuts and patient running. He just looks the part. But it's those first 3 that are just the best 1 to 3 in the game, in my opinion. And I think they all just get better a year. As we talked, Rashad White is lighter. He's quicker. You can see it. Sean Tucker's the best 3rd in the game. And I just think Bucky's going to be better in year 2.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely think there's going to be some growth from Bucky. Sean Tucker probably has the most juice out of the 4 of them, and he's your running back 3, right? But such a well-rounded skill set throughout the room. Rashad brings the pass protection skills. He's a great receiving back. He great at it. Bucky with the yards after catch, his center of gravity, his ability to stay up, and then he's also a great receiving back himself. Tucker is probably their best pure runner. And what's really interesting that Williams, I've always he goes on running still serve well. But if Rashad is done nowhere close to Rashad's level, Williams really showed out in pass protection in that 3rd game there. And I think that that's part of the reason why the Bucs like him so much, because Rashad's entering, this is his contract year. And to a certain degree, same thing for Sean Tucker. Tucker will be a restricted free agent next year. And if the Bucs want to ensure that he comes back, they have to do a right of first refusal tender on him, which means they're going to commit over $3 million to Tucker. Wow, so you kind of have 2 running backs who are in contract years here. And that's why I think they wanted to keep Williams on the roster and ensure that if Rashad moves on, and possibly if both those backs move on, we've got a guy who can complement Bucky really well and has that pass protection aspect to his game that's so important in the passing game.
All right, we'll move wide receivers. Evans, Godwin, Abuka, Tez Johnson makes it. I thought maybe he was headed for the practice squad early on, but I think his in that 3rd game put him over the top. Ryler Sticks had a great. We're back. We're back. Sorry about the technical problem there with our recording, unfortunately. But we think we have a workaround, as we like to reach around on a workaround.
I'm going to try.
Tim is going to cue it up to about 8 minutes in and run it from your computer.
Yeah, let's give that a shot right here.
They bring an element that the Bucs really haven't had in that receiver room, which is kind of that quick, shifty, manufactured touch guy. They've been using Godwin in that role, but he's more of a bruiser. But it'll be interesting to have somebody just with really light feet who can change direction on a dime, and both of them have that. JP, I want to ask you, how many receiver rooms in the NFL do you think could walk into week 1 of the season without their second and third, maybe fourth best receiver and say, we're fine?
Yeah.
Because that's what the Bucs are about to do. Yeah. You're going to have Mike.
Come Thanksgiving, boy. Woo.
Yep. Yeah, you're going to have Mike. You're going to have Emeka. Those are the top two between Shepard and Ryan Miller, and then creating those little packages for Tez Johnson.
Yeah,
this receiving group is still in really good shape, even with Godwin and Jalen McMillan not ready to play for the first few weeks of the season. That's a phenomenal depth chart.
And this one kind of snuck up on us tight ends. Cade Otton is hurt. And look, there's a lot of weapons here. But that's something that I didn't expect. And I thought he had his best year last year. He doubled his yards after the catch. He was falling forward, just having a great year, especially when the receivers went down. So he's not going to – I think I heard Bowles say today he may be out for week 1. Now, look, Payne Durham and Devin Culp have really developed in the last couple of years. So I think they're happy with him. But Cade's a weapon, and not having him is going to hurt this offense. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think that's going to be a really tough one because he's been such a linchpin to the offense. He's an underneath security blanket. He took major strides in terms of his run blocking last year. He's a big part of the reason why they had such a good run game. And I think that this is a compounded issue because if you're going to have Tristan Wirfs out for the first couple of weeks, you'd really like to have an experienced tight end who's the linchpin of the offense next to Charlie Heck. And without him, Payne Durham's, his calling card is his blocking. I don't think he's a phenomenal blocker. What I wouldn't be surprised to see is these first few weeks if Kieft ends up being tight end 2 to Durham while Otton's out, and Kieft is the guy who's attached to Heck, really giving him that help in the blocking area. Yeah. But without Otton, you have very siloed skill sets at the tight end position. Mm-hmm. Kieft is basically a blocking only guy. He's really, really good at it, but there's only so much you can get out of that player. Devin Culp showed why he was a 7th round pick in the preseason with the ball security issues, losing the fumble. Yeah. And then, Durham, again, he's a solid blocker. He's a decent tight end too. He's not somebody you really want playing that featured role. So that's an area where, because the skill sets are so particular and Culp hasn't fully developed, I think that's one where they're going to be really hurting without Otton until he gets back. And he just didn't even look right in that 3rd preseason game before sustaining the additional lower body injury. It wasn't a great tape from Otton against the in that 3rd preseason game.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the offensive line. Obviously, Wirfs will probably miss the first couple of games, although he's been, quote, past his physical, but that he's not cleared to play yet. So, and the rest are names we know, and the continuity is fantastic. Bredesen, Barton, Mock, Gedeke. Will Charlie Heck, I think he's had I won't say he's had a heck of a good training camp, but I think he's serviceable. They know what they have there. And Elijah Klein, I thought he got beat up a little bit in that last game. And Benjamin Chukwuma, I'm shocked that he made the team. I say shocked because at the beginning of camp, I'm like, wow, he looks great, but he's a babe. He's a baby. And then at the end of camp, I'm watching him on the field. I'm like, this guy looks fantastic. He's so balanced. Yep. He's strong. Yeah. He's got great feet.
Oh, yeah. The hands.
Yeah, buddy. And he's strong as a freaking ox. I mean, I don't know. I get you couldn't risk losing him. I know that. So that's why he's on the 53.
Yeah, I think out of potential outcomes for where we're at from when the Bucs signed him, this is the 99th percentile outcome for him. He looked phenomenal in that third preseason game. Yeah. I mean, just absolutely. He went up against legit pass rushers on the Bills. So AJ Epinesa, he had a bunch of reps against Epinesa. Epinesa's a former second rounder. He has over 2,000 defensive snaps. He is an absolute part of the Bills, too deep. And then they just drafted Landon Jackson in the third round. Landon Jackson, if it weren't for Shamar Stewart, everybody would have been talking about his athleticism because his vertical was well over 40 inches. This guy is a real athlete. And Chukwuma had both of them just in jail. The progress that he has made in one summer, especially considering almost no experience at tackle, one in less than 1.5 seasons. Yeah. He didn't start playing football till he was in college. He came over from Nigeria, I think it was, at 17 years old. And to see what he was able to do in that third preseason game. And the thing that I thought was really cool is the end of the game, they put him over at the right side, which means they are developing him to eventually be that swing tackle that Charlie Heck is this year. It's fantastic. Independent hand usage, extremely strong grip strength. Like you mentioned, he's strong as an ox. The footwork, I love what you said there, just super fluid. Nobody was winning inside. They tried these ghost moves. They tried these jump sets, and he was shutting it all down. I think the Bucs are deeper at tackle than they are on the inside. You mentioned Klein. I think Klein is a guard. He had really good tape in the preseason last year as a guard. They tried to put him out at tackle last preseason for some reps. It did not look good. This year, because they don't have anybody else to play center behind Barton, they were using him as the backup center. Did not look good. I think that he really is a guard only, in my opinion. And so Graham Barton's health becomes one of the most important parts of this offensive line. They're really going to have to hope for that. The other thing, JP, you mentioned, they only have 8 offensive linemen on the 53-man roster. Now, they signed a few of their guys they cut to the practice squad, and they'll probably do some elevations. But I would not be surprised if they make a move to find another offensive lineman in the next couple of weeks. That's the difficult part because everybody's looking for those guys. But just even like a veteran interior offensive lineman, somebody like Royce Newman that they had last year. I was hoping once it became apparent that Cole Strange, once he got cut from the Patriots, he's a former first rounder. I really liked his college tape. He was never really a first round talent in my eyes, but he's definitely worth being a backup offensive lineman. I was hoping the Bucs would put in a claim on him. They didn't. He ended up signing with the Browns. But I still think that that's probably a position they're looking for to see if they can find some upgrades on their depth.
All right, let's flip to the defense. The defensive line is a little thin, too. Just 5 on the roster. Vita Vea, Cansey, Hall, Gaines, and Roberts. The Vea and Cansey are as good a 1-2 as there is in the league. I love what I saw from Elijah Roberts in this camp. And I think Logan Hall's prepared for a great year. They may need to add some depth, but this is a really good interior line. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I like the 2 deep, especially with the development of Roberts. I wouldn't be surprised if he overtakes Logan Hall by the end of the year as that kind of defensive tackle 4, because you also have Greg Gaines in there who plays the backup to Vita as a nose tackle. Roberts was lights out as a pass rusher in the preseason. I think he had by Pro Football Focus's pass rush win matrix or metric, I think he had the highest in the NFL, highest win rate. He was well over 30%, which is incredible for an interior defender. Strong hands. He's lightning quick with them. He's throwing clubs. He's throwing rips and swims and then the other thing is, while he's not super twitched up to get upfield quickly, he's got this lateral mobility that surprises offensive linemen. He's quickly jumping a gap or half gap over and beating guys to the spot. And then he's able to push up through those gaps, both as a run defender and as a pass rusher. Yeah. So I'm really high on him. I love the preseason that he's had. He's got to learn how to be a run defender because he played on the edge at SMU. He's learning interior defensive line play now, but even the growth from week 1 to week 3 of the preseason has me really high on him. So really love that. I think that that's a solid 5, especially when Logan Hall is your number 4 or 5. I think he's solid. I don't think he's fantastic. And then CJ Brewer and Adam Gotsis, and they signed Jason Jones to the practice squad. Those will be guys they can elevate. I think Jones is a really cool nose tackle and could be somebody in the future, maybe next year, who's, playing backup to Vita. That one would be really so I think the depth is there when you include the practice squad.
All right, on to the corners. Jamel Dean, McCollum, Morrison, who still did not practice today, Jacob Parrish, Kendall Vildor makes it over Bryce Hall, which is interesting, and Josh Hayes, I guess, makes it because of his special teams abilities. It's a solid group. I think Morrison and Parrish are probably going to get more run this year than maybe we originally thought. What are your thoughts on this group?
Definitely Parrish. I think myself, Scott Reynolds, we've talked about it, that I wouldn't be surprised if week 1 Parrish is your starting outside corner opposite Zion. And then Jamel Dean is your quote unquote nickel in terms of personnel packages. But when they go to nickel, Dean just takes over on the outside, Parrish kicks inside. So very similar to how the Bucs operated circa 2020, 2021 with Jamel Dean and Sean Murphy-Bunting. Murphy-Bunting was the starting outside corner in base sets, moved into the nickel. Dean would come on for nickel.
Gotcha.
And I would not be surprised if that were the case this year, even as early as week 1. Parrish's best tape is on the outside. He's phenomenal. He's still learning how to play nickel, but he's got all the traits you would want from somebody. He's willing to step in and fit the run. He's hyper competitive. There was a preseason week 1 against the Titans where down at the goal line where the Titans rolled their left guard, Peter Skoronski, a first round pick, rolled him around on a pole, and Parrish, 100-pound difference, just stepped in, lowered his shoulder and said, let's do this. Like, that's a guy I love watching. And I think the Bucs really like him as well. It's super athletic, and he's got tons of instincts. So I think that 2 deep is a lot better than it was this time last year. And if Morrison can get on the field, I think that just adds even more depth.
I'm interested to see him play with some regularity, because I thought the glimpse that we saw, I really liked it. He's a super athletic guy, and he can catch the football, which is rare for a Bucs corner. All right, linebackers, David, obviously, and Servassier will start on the inside. Backed up by Deion Jones and John Bullock, who makes it as an undrafted free agent. A kid that just walked on at Nebraska 5 years ago is now on a 53-man roster. It's a great story. But I think they're a little thin there, maybe because Deion Jones is your only really backup on the inside, and Servassier has been a little, injury prone. So what are your thoughts on the inside guys?
Yeah, I think if Servassier can stay healthy and Levante can fight off Father Time one more year, I think they're poised for a big upgrade from where they were last year.
Yeah.
I actually like Deion as a backup. He knows where to be. He's still athletic. He's not what he once was as an athlete, but still athletic. The tape was pretty good from the preseason. He's somebody who understands coverage schemes. He understands what offenses are trying to do behind him. I thought Servassier, same thing there. So I like where this linebacker group is from a pass defense standpoint over where they were last year. And from a run defense standpoint, I don't think that you're going to see a big fall off. If you start seeing multiple injuries, that's where things get interesting because Bullock is limited as an athlete. Nick Jackson, who's on the practice squad, I know he had a couple of highlight reel plays in the preseason, but some of those were schemed up, easy shots. And then the pick was not something you would ever expect to happen again. I like the instincts, but again, I think athletically a little limited.
A little slow. Yeah.
Like offensive line, I think this is one of the areas where they're really hoping for health.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, the outside guys, obviously Reddick is the linchpin. He's got to stay healthy. Otherwise, you basically have what you had last year, which wasn't close to good enough. So, again, Reddick has to really stay healthy. Braswell, I guess he's got to make the team. I saw absolutely nothing in training camp and in the games that makes me think he's going to have a great second year, as Jason Light and many told us. I just don't see it. What are your thoughts on the outside guys?
Yeah, agreed there. I think Yaya and Reddick, that's a really great, one deep. And then on the 2 deep, Nelson has grown on me over the last few years. He's
a good
steady Eddie. He can play in all facets of the game, but he doesn't give you that juice that if one of the top two guys goes down, you feel good about your pass rush at that point. But here's the thing. Nelson is in his, sixth year now, and he's a solid guy, but he's edge 3, and that is an indictment on Braswell. Because that means Braswell, your second-round pick from last year, is edge 4. And he's not edge 4 because Nelson is phenomenal. He's edge 4 because he can't beat out Steady Eddie. Yeah. And that is a little bit of an issue. His first preseason game was very rough. I think he got a little bit better in the second and the third preseason games, but nothing that tells me he's ready to go off. And at the end of last year, there were some traits. Like, I thought that the pass rushing stuff got a little bit better, but you also saw what the Bucs thought of Braswell, because while Drew Tryon-Shoyinka was injured, Braswell snap counts went down. That's not a good thing. So that one concerns me, although the Bucs did just pick up somebody on the practice squad, Mo Kamara, originally out of Colorado State. He was a 5th-round draft pick, I think, for the Dolphins last year. That kid's got some serious pass rushing juice. It's just in the body of somebody you would never expect to be an edge rusher. And can he overcome those physical limitations just with his pass rushing plan and some of the moves that he provides? Not sure, but it's an intriguing pickup that I'm excited about.
All right, specialists McLaughlin and Dixon especially are going to be, I think, 2 of the best in the game. So we'll kind of go over them. The safeties, Antoine Winfield Jr., Tyke Smith, I think really, really good starting tandem. Christian Izien, I guess he's still dealing with the oblique. I think he's an excellent tackler. I think he's completely underrated. I really like him. And then Merriweather and Wisdom going to be special teams guys. But I mean, your starting 2 there are as good as I'd say as good as there is in the league. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm high on Tyke despite some of his preseason tape. He hasn't looked great out there in live bullets, but the physical traits are there. The mental IQ, the football IQ, I think, is there. So I'm going to bet on those things translating in a larger sample size than limited tape that wasn't great, to be completely honest. Antoine, I think it's just getting back to health, and I think that he's a big wild card, maybe a little bit underreported by all of us, just how big of a impact that he can have if he doesn't even have to get back to 2023, but just 2020 to 2022 Antoine would be a huge improvement for the defense. So Izien, I think, is that super sub. You love having him because of the way that he plays and how hyper competitive he is. I think from a tackling standpoint, sometimes his size just gets in his way. He's just a small guy, and there are some guys who are just going to kind of run over him. But then there are other plays where he just tracks somebody down and takes them down way out in the flat all by themselves. And what was it against Derrick Henry last year? Just got him off in the flat all by himself and was able to drag him down. So it's kind of up and down with him, but I love him. I think he's one of the more underrated backup safeties in the league. And then Rashad Wisdom really impressed me in the preseason. They threw him into nickel. He never really played nickel before. And he was physical. He was getting behind the line of scrimmage. He was fitting the run. This is a guy I'm rooting for. And I think there may be more there with Wisdom. So I'm cautiously optimistic about him potentially being somebody that surprises others.
All right, that's the roster. Now the intangibles, coaching, injuries. Obviously, we can't handicap that, but I think the coaching obviously needs to be better in one-score games. They've done everything to address that. So I still see this team, even with these injuries, which I don't like in the beginning, I still think it's a 10, 11-win team, and it wins the division. What are your thoughts?
I'm going to go over. I'm going to take 12 wins.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm very high on this team, and I put in one of our Pewter Report roundtables earlier this year. It was what's your one bold prediction? I've got the Bucs making it to the Super Bowl, so I am very optimistic about this team, even with some of the injuries they've sustained early.
Yeah, I think they have a chance to do that. I'm still worried about the game day management from game to game. Hopefully that's better this year because that's what's going to tell the tale. If you win those 1-score games, you go 6-2 instead of 2-6. Now you're an elite team.
Go 4-4 like that. That would be
4-4.
huge,
that'll get you to 12. Yeah,
exactly. So it's a big factor, and I think you nailed you hit the nail on the head there. That's going to be a real wild card for them.
All right, Josh Capo, Pewter Report. You can read his stuff at pewterreport.com and follow him on the Twitter machine as well. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks, JP.
Oh, thank you very much, Josh. And Josh will be a regular contributor to us each and every week as we go over the game film and look ahead to the next game. So, all right, partner, I'm off to college football tonight at Raymond James Stadium as your USF Bulls take on the number 25 Boise State Broncos.
And I guess I'm off to Long John Silver's.
Yeah, enjoy your fried shrimp.
Don't forget tomorrow, Texas Ohio State preview with the great Tim May live from Columbus.
What time is that?
11:30.
All right, cool. And we will be live in Tallahassee. Starting our show, Pat Burnham is going to join us. I believe Dave Roberts, who's one of the owners of Bowden's, will be joining us as well, and some other surprises. Live from Tallahassee. Maybe I'll get Bert Kreischer on the show, shirtless.
Do it. I'll take my shirt off if you do.
Everybody goes shirtless if he shows up. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Go Bulls.
See ya.